I mean, the reason I wrote the file cards in the first place was I knew, well, I got 10 characters to start with, and they're going to add 10 to 15 more every year. With 10 guys to begin with, that's more than the Avengers. And I knew that, everybody at Marvel was always griping about working on the Avengers. Oh, there's so many of these guys. And all their costumes are so hard to draw. And, it's like, I can never remember where, whether that strap on Hawkeye goes this way or that way, or, so I wanted to avoid that sort of grousing, because it kept a lot of good artists from working on certain books because they were just considered too much of a pain in the neck, And when you got a book with 20 characters with different outfits, and you have to and it's a licensed property, and you have to there's somebody there checking every costume, to make sure that it matches the model. Nobody wants to do that. A lot of people don't understand that, like even the Spider-Man, I mean, I personally never liked to draw Spider-Man because I could never remember which way the curve of the webbing goes, and because it defies logic. And every artist that's ever worked on it has complained about making that webbing work on the Spider-Man uniform.
Probably led to the black suit.
Right.
During Secret War. I wanted to plug real quick. So Larry's got hardcovers coming out, and he's working with Mark Belomo on these. And these take some of those dossiers that he would write, the couple pages, kind of summations of what each character was going to be. Kurt Bazigian saw those dossiers and was like, we got to put that on the package, because no toy had done a file card before. I don't know about y'all, but when I was out there shopping, I could pick up that character. First, I looked at the card art, was blown away. That Hector Garrido art is incredible. That's some of his stuff up there. Then I flipped it over and read the file card to see what that character was all about. And my decision of whether or not I was going to buy that character was really based off of Larry's file card. Who was that character? Why did they matter? So anyway, if you want to read some of those dossiers, IDW's got 8 or 9 volumes of these.
I didn't ask him to plug those, by the way.
No, he did not. He did not. So anyway, these are out there, so you can have access to some of the.
The thing about the dossiers, I call them dossiers. They call them file cards. Was that I purposely wrote them so that a kid reading it could take it seriously, and an adult reading it could get the joke. And after the first year, the feedback that Hasbro got from their sales staff, I mean, see, in the toy industry, there's the salesmen. And they're the ones that go out to the retailers and make them order the line. Right? And, the salesmen were, guys that, wore like green polyester leisure suits and things like that.
Green?
Yeah, it's like the wacky uncle on National Lampoon Vacation. The guy with the white shoes.
Cousin Eddie.
What?
Cousin Eddie.
It's Cousin Eddie, right. Cousin Eddie. And they all reported back and they said, we want more of those file cards, because we don't even have to sell this thing. We just go to the retailer and we read the back of the package to them. And that sells the product. And then I remember one night I was watching the original David Letterman show, and he had Jay Leno on as a guest, before Jay was Jay, I guess. And his entire bit for the entire evening, his little stint on the show, was reading the backs of these G.I. Joe packages.
Really?
Yeah, the core of his bit was that how irate he was that we were making fun of bikers with the dreadnoughts. And that bikers were really good people because Jay rode a bike. Yeah.
You know that I am a motorcyclist, right?
Oh, this again, the motorcycle.
This is something for real now.
Satan's bus boys, or what are they
There you go. You see, now it's people like you that ruin the image. These are G.I. Joe dolls. Now I saw these are G.I. Joe enemy dolls. Now these are G.I. Joe biker dolls. Let me read you this guy. Oh, here's Torch. Let me read you what they say about Torch. Read that. Torch is an illiterate, unrepentant thug whose penchant for sudden and unexpected violence is matched only by his utter depths of stupidity, ages 5 and up.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, are these
Well, the youth of America is certainly in good hands with this.